Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, it's been a pretty busy week, and I'm getting ready to toss the keys over to Steven, but it's going to be a quiet weekend with this high pressure, but more severe weather could be on its way by next week. And that cold front's looking stronger as the model always updates, but of course, you know, my model's always pretty ambitious. Beautiful sunset, but really can't match it with that beautiful moon out there right now. The sturgeon moon going pretty strong, seen some good photos. Temperatures over the last 24 hours exactly the same as they have been all week, from those lower 70s up near those triple digits and right back down into those lower 70s, and we're going to see the exact same thing for a beautiful Friday night. Good job this week, everybody. It was a hot one, but we survived. By tomorrow, still dealing with those warm temperatures, but come out there to Walmart and say hi, make a donation, then get ready for the Cowboys. This is our year. 87 in San Angelo, everybody else in a combination of those mid to lower 80s across the entire region. A beautiful Friday night. 90 in Robert Lee, 84 in Junction. Everybody's down about 13 degrees across the entire area, but we're only 6 degrees across, unless you want to count Mason over there, a little cooler in those lower elevations. Taking a good look at those dew points and humidity indices in those 50s and those 60s still, while humidity indices are only up 10% into those 30s and those 40s. Some 50s again in those lower elevations, but not a cloud in sight. Now the moisture tracker still keeping a good eye on the concentrations of orange around Florida, trying to see whether or not this hurricane wants to get organized, but we're keeping our eye on the cold front as it pushes down, where we can see some of those cooler temperatures by next week. Upper level pattern showing us the high pressure as it completely diminishes over the four corners, but we're watching that low pressure make its way down from the north, again seeing those cooler temperatures by next week. We just have to get through one more hot day, but of course more cooler weather on the horizon up towards the northwest. Now water vapor imagery showing us the strong circulation, keeping our eye on the convection, but as it makes its trajectory from the west off towards the east, starting to look more like transition season, and you're starting to see how the days are getting shorter and shorter. And a couple years ago we were up at 109, so we're definitely on the cool down. Severe weather outlook has not changed a whole lot, still just in that little avenue of dry air, and we take it down to the surface, getting a better idea of all the wildfires going off the west coast, and of course keeping our eye on those high wind and red flag alerts. Some severe weather up near Minnesota, but we know it's been that way the entire week. Now, not really zooming in across Texas because it's going to be pretty quiet, but really keeping our eye on the convection around the Gulf Coast because it's that slow here in the state of Texas. Take a good look at the futurecast. Going to keep our eye on this cold front as it tries to work its way down slowly across the sort of central Midwest as we get closer towards the end of the weekend. That storm is still going strong. I promise you, every storm chaser is going to make their way from Minnesota all the way down into the Panhandle, and by Monday afternoon we're getting a better idea of those cooler temperatures, so I promise you the cloud cover is on its way. We just have to get through this weekend. So tonight dropping all the way back down into those lower 70s, but we're just going to enjoy this full moon on a beautiful Friday night. Then tomorrow a good run at those triple digits, but please come by and say hi, take a photo, then get ready for the game. As we get closer towards the first day of school, going to see those cooler temperatures with that cloud cover making its way, and you saw the futurecast. But as we start to see that rain return, those temperatures are on the warm up as we see those overnight lows just staying in those lower 70s. Stay tuned. I'll be able to break. You're watching KSAN News at 10.